Atlantis, the legendary city that drowned beneath the waves, continues to captivate imaginations, overshadowing other fascinating tales of lost underwater civilizations. But here's the kicker. Experts are still debating whether Atlantis ever existed in the first place. Is it merely a myth, or is there something to the legend? While we ponder that, let's explore some real-life submerged cities that may not be as famous but are just as mind-blowing. Today, we're diving into the depths of the Mediterranean Sea. Get ready for a splash of history. First on our itinerary is an ancient gem, Pavlopetri, considered the oldest sunken city in the world. This submerged marvel can be found in the tranquil Vatica Bay off the coast of southern Laconia in the Peloponnese. What makes Pavlopetri truly special? Well, it dates back to over 5,000 years and thrived during the Bronze Age. Imagine a city that existed at the time that the pyramids were still being built. Discovered in 1967 by underwater archaeologist Nicholas Fleming, Pavlopetri rests beneath just 3 to 5 meters of crystal clear water. So you could easily grab your snorkel gear and peek at this ancient city. Picture the layout of streets, buildings, and even graves, all still preserved on the seafloor, sprawling across an area larger than 500,000 square feet. Researchers believe the city was swallowed by the sea thanks to a series of enormous earthquakes around 1000 BC. Talk about adding drama to history. Next, we travel to Alexandria in Egypt, where the sunken palace of Cleopatra awaits. Lost for a staggering 1,600 years, this underwater treasure was rediscovered by the adventurous Frank Gaudio in 1996. The opulence of Cleopatra's palace was said to rival the beauty of the Nile itself. It was built on the small island of Antirodos, but disaster struck in the 4th century AD when a massive earthquake and subsequent tsunami sunk the island and this palace into the depths. Talk about a dramatic fall from grace. Lying about 10 meters underwater, the site of a treasure trove of around 20,000 artifacts, including statues, pottery, and jewellery that reveal the luxury of ancient life. And yes, divers today can still see 2 of Cleopatra's sphinxes standing guard in the underwater ruins. It's like stepping back in time. Now, let's head over to Italy's Baiae, the Las Vegas of the Roman Empire. Located near Pompeii, this city was famous for hosting Roman nobles who sought a little relaxation away from the hustle of Rome. With its picturesque views, natural hot springs, and extravagant villas, it's no wonder that historical heavyweights like Cicero, Caesar, and Nero all had a villa here. But Baiae had a turbulent fate, as it sat near a volcanic region prone to bradyseism. Over time, the once thriving metropolis was submerged beneath the waves, leaving behind a haunting underwater archaeological park. Imagine wandering through underwater ruins filled with stunning mosaics, precious marble floors, and remnants of grand villas. All the gossip and scandals of the Roman elite now buried underwater. Such eerie beauty. Just off the coast of Egypt lies Thonis-Heracleion, another marvel that vanished into legend. For centuries, this ancient port city served as a bustling entry point for ships sailing into Egypt. The Egyptians knew it as Thonis, while the Greeks called it Heracleion. But, despite its historical significance, it remained a mystery until the year 2000, when underwater archaeologist Frank Gaudio uncovered it beneath a thick layer of sediment. What an epic find. By the 8th century BC, Natural disasters, including earthquakes, had claimed this city, and the marvellous artefacts found there tell a tale of trade and culture. Colossal statues, gold jewellery, Greek weapons, and everyday items reveal a glimpse into ancient life. Thonis-Heracleion is not just a stop on our tour, it's a reminder of how history can lay hidden, waiting for the right explorer to rediscover its treasures. Next stop, Neapolis, once a proud Roman city. Founded in the 5th century BC, the ruins of Neapolis were discovered off the coast of Tunisia in 2017 by a joint Tunisian-Italian archaeological team. The fascinating twist? Neapolis was submerged by a powerful tsunami over 1700 years ago. Very few written records exist about this city, primarily because it declined to formally recognise the Roman Empire. Perhaps the Romans intentionally left it in the shadows, but what has been discovered on the seafloor over an area of 20 hectares tells a different story of wealth and culture. Archaeologists have found Roman street signs, monuments, and even 100 tanks used for producing garum, a beloved fermented fish sauce used in ancient Rome. Talk about a gourmet find. Last but not least, we cast our nets toward Atlit Yam, near Haifa, Israel. Around 7,000 years old, this Neolithic village is one of the oldest sunken civilizations we know of. Discovered in 1984 by marine archaeologist Ehud Galili, the village has been submerged under 12 meters of water, but what a treasure trove it has revealed. Despite millennia beneath the waves, many structures remain intact, alongside a remarkable array of artifacts, including stone tools, animal bones, and even carbonized plant remains, evidence of early human life and culture. They've even uncovered human skeletons in single graves, mostly preserved. Talk about an underwater time capsule. So there you have it. A glimpse into some of the Mediterranean's most spectacular submerged cities. They may not hold the mythical allure of Atlantis, but each of these ancient sites tells a story of once thriving cultures, their triumphs, their trials, and ultimately, their fall beneath the waves. Who knows what other mysteries await us in the depths? Perhaps they're just waiting for a curious explorer to dive in and discover. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.